Have you ever stepped into an elevator and noticed the mirror covering one of the walls? Whether it's in an office building, shopping mall, hotel, or apartment complex, mirrors seem to be everywhere inside elevators. Most people assume they're there so you can check your appearance, fix your hair, straighten your tie, or make sure nothing is stuck in your teeth. And while that's certainly a useful benefit, it's not the main reason elevator mirrors exist. In fact, elevator mirrors were originally installed to solve a completely different problem, a psychological problem. To understand why, we need to go back to the early days of elevators. When elevators first became common, many people hated using them, not because they were dangerous, but because they felt slow, very slow. Even as elevator technology improved, building managers continued receiving complaints. People constantly complained about long waiting times and slow rides. Engineers were asked to make elevators faster, but increasing elevator speed was expensive, sometimes impossible. So instead of changing the elevator, designers changed the passenger experience, and one of their most effective solutions was surprisingly simple: mirrors. Researchers discovered something fascinating. People weren't necessarily upset about the actual waiting time, they were upset about feeling bored while waiting. When people have nothing to do, even a short delay feels much longer. Think about standing in line without your phone. A few minutes can feel like forever. But if you're watching a video or having a conversation, the same amount of time passes much more quickly. Psychologists call this perceived time. The amount of time we think has passed is often very different from the amount of time that has actually passed. Mirrors help occupy the mind. Instead of focusing on how slowly the elevator seems to move, passengers naturally look at themselves. They adjust their clothing, check their appearance, observe other passengers. Their attention shifts away from the passage of time. As a result, the elevator feels faster, even though nothing about its speed has changed. But that's only one reason mirrors became so popular. Elevators are small, enclosed spaces. For some people, they can feel uncomfortable or even claustrophobic. A mirror creates the illusion of extra space. By reflecting the interior, it makes the elevator appear larger than it really is. This simple visual trick helps reduce feelings of confinement and anxiety. Passengers feel less crowded, less trapped, and more comfortable during the ride. Mirrors also improve safety. The reflection allows people to see more of their surroundings without turning around. In crowded elevators, passengers can easily observe who is behind them. This increased awareness often creates a greater sense of security. People generally feel safer when they can see what's happening around them. There's another benefit too: accessibility. For individuals using wheelchairs, mirrors can make navigating elevators much easier. In some elevators, a mirror allows wheelchair users to see behind them while reversing out of the elevator. This improves convenience and safety. Today, mirrors have become such a common feature that most people never question their purpose. They simply seem like a normal part of elevator design. But their existence is actually a fascinating example of how psychology shapes the world around us. The problem wasn't always the elevator itself. The problem was how people experience the elevator. Instead of making elevators dramatically faster, designers found a way to make time feel shorter, and that tiny design decision solved countless complaints. So the next time you step into an elevator and glance at the mirror, remember, it may look like it's there for your reflection, but its real job is much more clever. It's helping make the ride feel faster, more comfortable, and less stressful, without changing the elevator at all. Sometimes the smartest designs are the ones we never notice.